Good afternoon. Hey, update here on this evaporative hydroponics system. Now, if you guys weren't checking it out the last video, the way this works is there are two tubs. One is like the terrarium tub and the other is just a tray, or just retains the water and the plant. And you can use these systems with soil plants. What you do is you put the water inside the middle one, the plants evaporate, the water evaporates, the plants exhale the water vapor, and then it trickles down the side. And then this water has a different pH that the plants don't like, and it comes down here, and then its TDS meter here can show me the inner tub's ppm, and it'll show me what the collected water from the outer tubs are. And so I have two of these systems connected together here. This one's just using dish containers for the moment. We had a problem. We had one of our inners, it was leaking because we make them out of recycled coroplast and hot glue. And what happened is it was too angled, so when it sat down into the box, it was angled out, just like at angles on the edges here for the inner, and kind of splayed out a little bit like this. So when we put it in there, it pushed in on it, and then it delaminated it as it went down. So when you make these, if you do make them out of coroplast, if anybody wants to reproduce this, just make them straight up and down over here. You can make them pretty deep. So I don't have the TDS meter hooked back up yet, but the problems we had were these connectors here. I put some O-rings inside of them. These are electrical connectors. There was no water, moisture, anything to do with water with them. They were straight electrical connectors. And so I put two gaskets in here, and then I put this big rubber one on here. And then this right here, I changed out the vinyl to this polyethylene water hose, which will work way better. And I fixed the angles up just a little bit on it, so this one can drain a little bit. See, it kind of dips down. So, and then it comes down to this gunk filter here, and then it comes down into our bucket right here for our reclamation. Now eventually we'll probably make it so this bottom tub here just reclaims it all, and then I can just hook up the auto doser to it and have it reclaim the water from here. And then we're probably going to put a water sensor in these for the depth, so it can just autofill after the water is reclaimed and then re-pH'd. So yeah, what happened is that this connector was leaking so bad that it leaked all over this top light. And these types of lights are really nice. These are really good on Amazon, but luckily, yeah, I kind of delaminated chunks of it in there that were stuck to the outside thing, so you can see some bubbles. There was water all in this light, and luckily they make these, I'm pretty sure, by encapsulating the LEDs in a gel. So even though there was water in here, there was no water in the ballast. So it just dried out. It doesn't seem to have caused any harm, but we'll see here in the next few days as we run it and put it back into cycle if it's gonna do anything. So now I want to show one thing, and it's this yellowing on these leaves here. This tub has a lot of this. These need cleaned up, sorry. There's like leaf gunk on here. A little necrotic nonsense, but this doesn't look great to me. I mean, these are still beautiful plants, but they just need like a little crap on them. So a little high humidity causes that. One leaf is too close to the other. There you go. So, Anyhow, this little yellowing on the edges was caused from the tub that leaked water from the outer into the inner, so the pH wasn't right. So that's how that pH right there happened. This is just, these bumps are just high humidity. It's pretty typical of a high humidity plant. Pretty much any plant will do that. Super 90% high humidity, and it's not a big deal with that little yellowing on the outside. But the point of it is all that this tub here, these inner tubs here are the one that was in there, but it's not in there anymore. And this inner tub here both had the exact same feed water. So this tub looked amazing. I'm not gonna dig it out, but you can kind of see that it doesn't have that issue. So I kind of used some deductive logic and looked around, and I noticed, oh crap, the side of the inner was broken. And yeah, guys, that was our problem with that. That's what happened. Basically, two same environments. So, hey, just a manufacturing process error, prototyping error. No biggie, but we're back on track, and our last one. So we've had two. We've got one test accomplished, and we need to do a couple more on here, and it's just basically making sure these drain hoses all work and we can capture it in a way that this TDS is the lowest. And yep, so that's what we're working on with this system here, evaporative hydroponics, guys. So you can use your soil plants in it. You can use anything in there. I mean, I could put some hydroponic plants in there too. So it's almost like a flood and drain like that. You can put rock wool in there, plants and rock wool cubes in there, as long as you cover them up with something. A little rock wool cover would work. You don't have to use soil, but yeah, that's how you do it. This water that comes out is 0 ppm usually, and it's pretty much like RO water. If you run it through a couple little pre-filters, little sediment filters, and then maybe drop a drop of bleach in there to kill any foreign bacteria or pathogens that could possibly be in there, like, it would be better than your tap. Alright guys, well, you have a mighty fine day. I'm gonna get to work. I got 1 million plants to ship out, guys, and I think I might have hurt myself last night. I think I broke a rib. Alright, peace guys.